Hey everyone, Michelle here, the Brave Homeschooling Mama. Welcome back to my channel. It's time again for Homeschool Show and Tell. So this month for a collaboration that I am participating with Abby from Rooted in Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way, we are talking about our favorite subject. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about what's my favorite thing to do with my children. When you're done watching this video, make sure you check the playlist below for everyone that's participating. This is an open collaboration, so if you have a video you would like to upload to the playlist that has to do with your favorite subject, you're more than welcome to do so. And also make sure you check Jessica's and Abby's channel. So like I said, the topic for this month is favorite subject. And I started thinking, what is my favorite subject to teach my kids? And my favorite thing to do is part of one of the subjects, but is reading out loud. Reading out loud is my favorite thing of our school day. So I'm going to be sharing with you why reading out loud to my kids is my favorite thing to do in our homeschool. So reading aloud for me is just a time to spend individually with my kids. In my family, it doesn't work for me to read to both of them together. So I read with my high schooler, and then I'll read some with my younger child. So this is the time that I spend with them, together. So it doesn't work for both because I have a very big age gap between the two kids. So, but it works well for us. So far it's working. So I read with my daughter and also read with my little one. With him, we just do more, picture books. His attention span, I try to do chapters books with him. And it's maybe it was the one that I chose, but it didn't work very well. But we do a lot of picture books, and my husband also reads, to him at the end of the day, so he gets 2 times of reading aloud. So that's great. One of the things, another thing why I love reading aloud to my kids, and I love the books that I read with my older student. Because we get transported to, when I'm reading aloud to her, we learn about different cultures, we learn about different countries. Like right now we're reading A Long Way Home, and we're learning about India, and we have learned so much. So you get transported to different countries, to different time periods, to different states. It's just a big adventure when you read a book to your children, and not only them, they're learning, and I have learned so much just by reading aloud to my daughter. I like reading aloud to teach a subject. There's so much you can learn just by reading to your children. It was 2 years ago, my daughter got really interested in learning about the Holocaust. So I got tons of books to read with her. I read A Number of the Stars. We read some books about Anne Frank, about the Holocaust. We read some books about Irina Sendler, I think that's her name. So just by reading out loud, we were able to learn so much about the Holocaust. We didn't learn it from a textbook. We just read aloud. So I read aloud so many books to her that she was able to get immersed into the subject of the Holocaust, and she learned so much just by all those books that we read. So that was probably one of the best units that I have done with her. Just reading out loud was when we were learning about the Holocaust. So I recommend that to you also. If your kids are interested in something, you want to teach your kids something, instead of just grabbing textbooks or encyclopedias, get books, get novels, get some books that talk a little bit. We did a lot of those Who Was Anne Frank and What Was the Holocaust. And those are not novels, but they were books that I read to her. And she was able to learn so much about it just for me reading aloud to her. So we'll recommend just doing a unit study just with books and just reading to them. I think for one of the things that I like for my younger one, just reading to him. We've been reading to him since he was a little baby. So it just gets him, involved with reading. It gets him in wanting to read more, getting more, reading skills. You read the book to them so many times that they learn it. They learn to identify words. So it's just been great to see him flourish in his reading because of how much we have read to him. And as his hand thing, it has helped him. For my daughter. My daughter does not like to read too much. So as I read aloud to her, she's getting all those good books. She reads some on her own, but not as much as I would like her to. She reads a lot of, graphic novels. That's what she likes to read the most. And maybe she's not reading on her own books that I might want her to read. So just by me reading aloud to her, I know she is getting good, literature. And my little one, just because of you know, every kid is so different. So my little one, he likes to read. So because we have read to him, you know, so much, and my husband reads to him, right now at the age of 6, he has a love of reading and a love of books. So I'm hoping that will, you know, continue as he gets older. But I think that's a lot had to do with how much, you know, we have read aloud to him, and you know, we read books for school. We do a lot of, you know, picture books about the holidays and, you know, different things, or we'll just go to the library and he'll grab books, and then, you know, I'll read to him. So it's just how, you know, for my kids, I know that my daughter is getting some things that she might not be getting on her own because of she doesn't read a lot on her own. I think a lot had to do with her reading comprehension and her attention span. When I read to her, she gets it a little bit more. And for my little one, getting all that love for reading that he has right now at the age of 6, that we're hoping he'll stay with. So these are my reasons why I love reading out loud, why this is my favorite thing to do with my children in school, and it's something that I will continue to do even with my high schooler. I will continue probably to read aloud to her till she, you know, graduates. I enjoy it so much. I enjoy that time with her first thing in the morning. That's what we do. And it's just been a great experience. And we have read so many good books because I have read them aloud to her, and we just so many, you know, good experiences because of reading out loud. So thank you so much for watching. Remember, when you're done watching this video, to check the playlist and check Abby's and Jessica's channel for more wonderful wisdom. I can't wait to see what some of the ladies' favorite subjects are and why they're their favorites. So also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, do so for more ideas and motivation. I will see you soon.